Today on Drawbli.
Ben is just drawing better.
Hey, I'm Ben.
And I'm Abby.
And we are drawing together because art is better with friends.
So click that subscribe button if you're new around here.
And don't forget to check out our guidebook on daily drawing, linked below.
So Ben, you're drawing better now, huh?
I actually do think I am drawing a little better than normal.
Why is that?
A few things. I've been drawing longer.
Okay, that's
I've
big.
been drawing a little more consistently.
That's
lately
huge.
Because of a more consistent drawing routine.
Amazing.
Which I do enjoy quite a lot. I talked about it a lot in my last video.
Very jealous.
But I also wanted to talk about how I really dislike that phrase of just draw better.
Now, does anybody say just draw better?
Not using those exact words, but more along the lines of like, how would I phrase it? Like a little bit of unsolicited advice and or critique from people who know nothing about who they're giving advice to or critique to. And I mentioned to you earlier, I said something along the lines of, I don't mind critique or anything like that. But every time I see him, I'm like, I know that these things are wrong with it, but I just can't make it better.
Yeah, you're like, I know what you're saying. I just don't have the capacity or the capability. And yes, you are right, but it's not new information.
Yes.
I see what
Essentially
you're
the
saying.
phrase, just draw better. And it's like, yeah, I know, I can't.
Aw.
It's going to take time.
Yeah.
And I'm fine with that. But I just think, I feel like the point I'm trying to make here is that this is the advice of people who have either been drawing so long they don't remember what it's like to be a beginner, or like lower intermediate, which is how I would categorize ourselves. Or it's people who don't draw at all and are giving critique on things that they don't necessarily understand.
I see. Do you think that you, as a professional sculptor, do you struggle to empathize with the plights of the beginner sculptor? I feel like you're actually very well suited towards their plights since you do a lot of educational content.
Yeah, in some ways yes, and in some ways no. When I started digitally sculpting a couple years in, I progressed what I would consider to be pretty quickly, I think, especially considering I went from absolutely zero art experience to a full-time job in the industry in under 2 years, which is kind of unheard of. But at this, so during that time, I will say a lot of the time I would be like, I would see people asking questions, saying things like, how do I improve faster? How do I blah, blah, blah? And I'm like, well, you just need to do it more. And I still do agree with that, and I still do believe in that. And I think a lot of people don't put in as much work as they need to be putting in who want to enter the industry. But at the same time, I also understand. Like, it is hard, it takes a long time, it feels like a winding, twisting road where you're wearing a blindfold and stumbling on every single rock possible.
Yeah.
But, so I feel like yes and no. But as someone that mentors and teaches a lot of people at a lot of different, aspects of their career, I understand. I've been there myself. I'm here right now in drawing. But I understand with drawing that it's literally just a matter of time. I have no worries or concerns about us improving. We've clearly improved a ton since we started Drawbli. It's really easy to see. You just go click the other videos.
Oh my gosh, I love looking back at early Drawbli.
It is an extremely clear timeline of improvement. It's just how it works.
Yeah.
So
I love that we document that too. We're every step in this crazy path of improving at this artistic journey.
Yeah.
And what a worthwhile journey it is. I think creativity is one of the ultimate expressions of being human, whether, whatever form that creativity takes. And so getting to document that path of humanity is such a gift to get to do that with you.
Yeah. One of the things I set out early to do with Polygon was to really show people how time plus even minimal effort creates higher quality. And I'm doing it again here on Drawbli, you're doing it here with me. So I hope that, for a lot of people that are interested in drawing and improving, they can come through Drawbli and, really just I don't feel like we're doing like all this crazy hard work to improve at drawing. I feel like, honestly, in some ways, we're being pretty lazy about it.
Yeah, compared to somebody who's like, going to art school and like taking home copious amounts of homework to do each day. Like my sister, who is in like scenic design, she used to do a lot of art for school, and she said, yeah, there's the drawing class that made everybody hate drawing. Like I like that we're keeping a lot of the joy in it.
Yeah, I literally, before we started Drawbli, we went through like a year of planning this YouTube channel before we created it.
Yeah, playing around with ideas.
It was a lot of planning before we ever
experimenting.
started Drawbli.
And then originally it had like a different iteration where, originally we just had one iPad and we had the idea to like pass it back and forth. And then we had got another one and we were drawing in real time and trying to talk at the same time. And we learned really fast that doesn't mix. But it was kind of fun because we did like little you very intentionally were like, we can't draw for long. It has to be really short stuff because we're not there yet. I remember we did this funny like fish challenge where we had to draw fish that were going to work.
Oh, I vaguely remember that.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And it was just so cute and funny. And we should probably do that again someday just for fun right now and compare what it's like to draw and talk at the same time.
It's quite difficult. It is quite difficult, I will admit.
Yeah, it is. It would be a lot of silence.
But yeah, I really enjoyed all the early stuff that we did in Drawbli and all the early planning and stuff that we did to get to where we are.
I'm so glad we've stuck with it too, because there's definitely been weeks, months even, where it's not been as much able to be a priority, whether I'm working more or we just have, we're traveling. That one time we traveled.
That one time we traveled. We've traveled more than one time. We've traveled multiple times, even just in the last year. Either way, one of the things I said when we were starting Drawbli, because, we talked about it occasionally, about like going to take some like university level, college level classes for stuff. And one of the things I said was, sure, you could go to college for 4 years, or we could just like be dedicated for the next 4 years and, try to create art. Not necessarily every single day, but relatively regularly.
Yeah.
Which is what we've done here with Drawbli.
See how much we improve in that time, because we will improve.
Because we will improve, yes.
Yes, we will. Although it would be really interesting to take a college level art course at some point.
I think so too, but I think at this point I wouldn't really enjoy it.
No, you don't like people telling you what to do. You're your own man. You are an entrepreneur. You don't have a boss. Nobody can tell you anything.
All right.
All right. Anyway.
Great. Good stuff. Excellent.
This does not reflect at all on our relationship at all.
Wow, I'm glad you think so highly of me.
I do. That was all very high praise.
Oh, it was.
It was.
Okay.
You're your own man.
I'm my own man.
You do. You are. Now return the compliment.
You're your own man, Abby.
No.
Yeah. You don't have your own. You're your own boss.
I'm not my own boss.
Oh, you're an entrepreneur.
I'm not an entrepreneur. I think one text from my actual boss has the potential to send me spiraling into tears because I read it the wrong way.
I don't know about that, but
yes, but I'm entrepreneuring with you now. Hello.
That's correct. Yeah. Drawbli has an entrepreneurial spirit. Wow, that is a hard word to say.
I have always said you have an entrepreneurial spirit, and that's why I'm really good at saying entrepreneurial spirit, because I've said it so many times about you.
My favorite part of the entrepreneurship of Drawbli is how we don't make any money doing it.
I love
which
that
is
part.
A really bad entrepreneurial spirit quality to have for something.
I love the part where we've probably paid more in like courses than we brought in.
Yes,
but it's so worth it.
Oh no, I mean
shameless.
That's not the objective right now. We're not trying to get billions of views on videos or anything.
No, but we are, so
I
please
think
hit
I would
that
be-
subscribe button.
I think I would be embarrassed almost in some ways if one of our videos popped off to that extreme. I'd be like, no, I promise we'll be better later.
He'd be like, I'm embarrassed for humanity. No.
Why humanity?
Because humanity, if billions of people watched our videos, like, what would that say about humanity? They're not all interested in art. Our viewers are interested in art, but not everybody is. So
you're embarrassed for them? I don't understand the connection you
There's no...
Anyway, here are my drawings that I
devolved.
made.
It's not true. I would be delighted for humanity.
You have gone off. We have gone off the rails. The rails are gone.
It's all this green tea I'm drinking these days.
Something in the tea. And if you want to have something in your tea, click that like and subscribe button.
And don't forget to check out our guidebook on daily drawing, linked below.
And this is the part where we say
Goodbye.
Goomba.
There's only lemon juice in this green tea.
I think there's a little more than lemon
There
juice
is
in
not.
that tea.
I don't consume much more than green tea and coffee and lemon juice.